We are Mastermind Adventures, and this is what we're playing this week. So my name is Allie, this is Tom and Seth. I'm gonna turn over to Tom, and he's gonna tell us a little bit about Dread Pirate, because our theme today is pirates.
A fast young landlubber. Beat you to it, but I'm a pirate.
I was gonna ask permission. Go ahead.
Anyway, so welcome aboard on the USS Dread Pirate, which doesn't make any sense, but whatever. So this is a game. It's very, very simple, as is kind of against my normal thing of doing very, very complex games. This one is very, very simple, but the thing that I kind of love about it is the real kind of craftsmanship with everything, because it's on a cloth map. It has metal coins that are actually metal. It has glass beads, metal ships. It has wooden dice. The game itself plays very simply because you're essentially kind of like rolling dice and moving that many spaces. But the kind of fun part of it is that you are raiding your raiding your friends' pirate ships. You are raiding their entire port. You're blowing them out of the water. You capture them. They stay on your ship and then try to force mutinies. And it plays out on a board game very similar to like kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean or like Shipwrecked or any of those like classic kind of pirate game or pirate movies. Like I said, the rules are a little simplistic. It plays kind of like, I don't want to say Candyland, but kind of like that level of like agency. There's not a whole lot to it other than just like, I'm going to go after her and I'm going to blow her out of the water and take all of her money. But that being said, it does have a lot of enjoyment to it, and it's rated ages 8 to up and 2 to 4 players. Allie?
Okay, so my pirate game is Libertalia. This is a bit more complicated than Dread Pirate, so it's probably better for like teens and up. But this game is kind of like a hybrid card game slash kind of drafting or strategy game. You have a deck of cards. Each player has their own deck of cards. They all have the same cards. And you separate out the first hand. You draw a certain number of cards. Everyone draws the same cards. And then you're basically putting cards on the field or on the boat, as it were, in order. Every turn you play one card and it goes in order of their numbers. And then you get to take booty cards going back. So obviously the governor's daughter, who also has an ability, would then get to take whatever booty they want. Some little booty things are bad. This gives you negative points at the end of the game. This doesn't count unless you have a certain other kind of card. It's kind of there's a lot of strategy that goes into it that is not very apparent when you first start it. All of the rounds go according to like basically sun up to sundown, and there's some really cool like fun cards in here. Granny Wada is like a really fun one. There's a parrot who even goes before the monkey. It's just a really fun, it makes you really feel like a pirate. You end up getting all of this money and you're kind of like placing it all over the place. You have to, this is the scoreboard, which just looks exactly like I would imagine Pirates of the Caribbean looks. And it's a really fun game. It's fast-paced, but requires a lot of strategy and a lot of thinking, because you're kind of counting cards to see what everyone else has, and oh, well, I know they don't have the first mate because they played it last round, so if I play the first mate this round, then no one else is going to be able to stop me. And then someone will play another card that will totally destroy your plan, and then you'll plan to murder them later on. It's it's standard board game stuff. But yeah, so I really enjoyed it when I played it, and it's really funny. Yeah, that's Libertalia.
And my game is Metal Adventures, which takes pirates to space. And I'm not talking about pirates in space. I'm talking about proper space pirates, like Treasure Planet FTL-style solar sail pirates. This is an important note. I'd show you the board on the table, but the table is not enough room at this point. So here's the board. It's got all sorts of cool bells and whistles, like this thing that was really difficult to assemble, but it's got all these doohickeys on it that keeps track of all your stats during the
assembling
game.
for you, so you don't have to deal with all this annoyance.
And there are many. How many players does it support?
I think 6.
6, up to 6 players. Metal Adventures is a competitive pirating game. I honestly don't know how else to describe it, because gameplay consists very much of making piratey decisions and doing piratey things and not much else.
You actually get points based on how piratey you are.
Exactly. That's
Yes.
literal. And
Yes.
And actually, as you go through the game and other pirates don't like you, they get to do things like stab you in the back for free.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of it is being deceptive. A lot of it is being deceptive and not getting caught being deceptive. A lot of it is being deceptive to players that don't exist and being kind to other people. But the goal is to accumulate as much wealth as possible, to become as powerful as possible, to get to the most glory points, which is 10, and win the game. I think it's 10.
I think it's 10, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. 10's a good round number.
It's funny though, because like that game actually evokes a lot of like feeling of Monopoly to me, because you're constantly wheeling and dealing and trying to like make deals that are really beneficial to you and sound beneficial to other people, but are actually totally going to screw them up in the end. It's really interesting.
It actively encourages you to like stab people in the back.
You know, like a pirate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does make you feel very piratey.
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
Plus, it's space pirates. Who doesn't love space
Yeah.
pirates?
Yeah, you receive goals and gold cards that allow you to keep secret objectives. A couple of other games do that, but it's especially important in this when you never really have to reveal those, and you can get more as the game goes on.
Yeah, it's astounding how many times I've played that game actually with you, and like I've been like, I'm just gonna like totally win this, and he just goes, well, actually, I had to do this one thing that you weren't paying attention for, and I gained like a ton of points. So it does have a lot of like really neat little rug pulling moments in it.
All right, so those are the 3 games we recommend for Pirate Week, as we're deciding to call it. Join us next week where we'll talk about more games and probably act really silly and, you know, just be fun.
I can guarantee I'm going to act like an idiot.
Yes. So, thank
Avast.
you for watching. Our matey. Good night.
Land of-
Thanks for watching What We're Playing This Week, where we talk about some of our favorite games. Check out our website for all of our upcoming events.